What's up, everybody? Happy Chinese New Year. 新年快乐. Alright, so I was out here at the Cultural Arts Center celebrating Chinese New Year, having fun, getting some new experiences, seeing what else is out there. And I thought this would be a perfect time for me to talk on the subject of cultural appropriation. Alright, so this is basically how it all starts. Humans have lived in every part of the earth, all over, in different places. And because we live in different places, we develop different rituals and customs and traditions that other people don't, because it's based off of our geological location. Now, nowadays, we live in what we call a multicultural society, especially here in America, where I am, where cultures come in contact with each other constantly, and they're constantly exchanging, and they're constantly changing. One of the issues, though, is that a lot of people have with cultural appropriation is when one culture that is perceived to be oppressing another culture starts to appropriate their culture. And it's called culture vulturing, actually. And it gets to the point where if you're not a part of a certain culture, you're said to not be able to partake in that stuff. And I just wanted to give you my take on it. I personally don't like that at all. I personally feel that saying that your culture belongs to you alone is a form of cultural intellectual property. And I'm not really a fan of that, because the whole idea of intellectual property is keeping other people from learning and expanding and changing. The best example I can give you here is we're at the Chinese Arts Festival for a Chinese New Year. All right, so I'm really big into Asian culture. I don't know if you guys know about that, a lot of anime, all that stuff. But I've been studying Chinese martial arts for the past 11 years consecutively. Now, I didn't have any problems learning because I grew up in a different era. But my teacher, he personally had a lot of issues learning because he was black. And back then, there were issues with teaching people that weren't of your culture. They were saying that it was some form of cultural appropriation, that we don't teach outside of our culture or our race, whatever. And the whole idea of cultural appropriation is to keep certain people out. And, you know, if we still had cultural appropriation, I would never be able to do all the awesome things that I've never gotten the chance to learn martial arts or to study Chinese or any of the other various types of non-indigenous cultures things that I do. You know, things that aren't just known for inner city black people, I guess. But yeah, I really like the idea of a multi-ethnic, multicultural, you know, to me that's what America is about. It's about a bunch of cultures coming together, learning from each other, exchanging ideas, you know. And here's the real deal. If you have a problem with some culture coming and appropriating your culture, you should start appropriating their culture. That's really the answer. I mean, no one wants to hear that, but that's the real answer. If you think that some culture is appropriating your culture, go and start appropriating their culture. Go and find the stuff that's really good about their culture and start doing that. I mean, that's really your only answer. So, yeah. Reporting here from Chinese New Year. 新年快乐. This is Joseph Von Dorch signing off. And I try to always leave some good saying. So, let's see. Do your best to be very cultured. How about that? Yeah. Hey. Culture yourself. Yeah. All right, I'm Joseph Von Dorch out.